What up? Alright, we back in this bitch. I said in the last video, Centuria, go see that if you haven't. I said I caught up to Dandan. What the fuck is happening in Dandan? And I mean that with my whole heart. Because what is honestly happening in Dandan? Like, genuinely. When I stopped reading it, I stopped reading it at the part where they revealed like the big mural panel of the Dandan. No, it was when Shorty unlocked her pygmy powers. That's when I stopped reading it. But so I caught up a couple days ago. Let's not make this messy. Villain group first, because this is what I want to talk about. The new villain group. I've never seen a villain group with so much negative aura. They got no sauce. I'm gonna say that right now. There is no sauce. There's not a hint, a winkle, a sprinkle, a little of sauce. I don't feel no threat from these people. Like when they showed homie that was the smoke yokai, and he resembled like the new teacher and everything. The new teacher, he was menacing. He's menacing. I'll give him that. He had me on edge when he was first revealed, and he was going around talking about some, do you yield to my knowledge? To Oberon and everything like that. I said, the fuck is he on? So I'm like, alright, and I still got high hopes for him. Because him working for this thing to where they're collecting all the little fairy tales to make the ultimate yokai, and I'm guessing that's like what's going to fulfill the Dandan and make the ultimate yokai. Seeing that, I was like, alright, we got some Trojan X vibes going on right here. I'm liking this. And then what threw me off is when Psycho is talking to the people that helped her, that helped heal her again when she had got beat down by the smoke yokai. And they talking about like, oh yeah, apparently there's these families that's going around and they're stealing yokai abilities and different fairy tale abilities so that one family can hail over all the other families. I'm gonna keep it being with you. Keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep it 250s with you. Keep it all the way 100. When I'm not interested, then all this hullabaloo, all this rigmarole, I skipped over that and I just learned it as I go. What I just told you is what I've learned as I went. Because when I was reading the explanation, I was like, alright, she talking a whole bunch of nonsense. I do not care. If this is the main plot of where this story is going, this shit is trash. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. And I'm one of the biggest Dandan defenders ever. I'm talking about when, the peak of Dandan, when they revealed Shorty with the dinosaur suit, when they revealed her backstory, the backstory Dandan with Zuma now. Oh my god. That was peak cinema. You could never. I'm talking about there was nothing you could have said to me at that time where I'm like, alright, this story is kind of trash. Nah, I put it up there with Gotcha and I put it up. You know how good you gotta be for me to put you with Gotcha Kuda? Don't get me started. You know how great you gotta be to put me with Gotcha Kuda. And I gotta finish Undead Unluck. But if I put you with Undead Unluck, you are one of them ones. I put you up there. So when I'm reading this new plot of all these families, and I'm like, they just doing this so that one family can hail over all the other families, I said, nah, there's no way. I will not let y'all limit this right. This writer will not limit themselves to such a boring plot line. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way. There is no way. So maybe all the other clans are doing that. My boy though, my boy, Mr. Do You Yield? My boy, he gotta be on different timing. I'm sorry. I will not accept this. I will not accept this at all. This is basura. I will not. I will not. So, like I said, they completing the Dandan Trojan X vibes though with the Chimera and Shorty. I don't see him as being a subordinate for real. He doesn't fit. Just the villain does not. I forgot what his name is, but he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit like the vibe of someone who doesn't have some bigger black background plot other than working under this random nigga. Like, there's no way. I'm sorry, because that main villain that they're fueling up with yokai, brain dead. He's not. He don't got aura. He really don't, bro. I hate me something that don't got no vibe to it, boy. And when I was reading that, I was like, oh, hell nah. Someone gotta save this shit. This can't. He's the main villain. Glasses. When you feed him, you take over his powers. You'll be the main villain, not him. Nah, no. We will not do this Stranger Things effect and the what's the name, in the mind flayer ass bullshit. We are not doing this. No. You are the main villain. You will show them why you are the main villain. I still have faith in this writer. Another complaint. Another. 2 for 2. I'm gonna have something good to say after this because I will always enjoy Dandan. I will always enjoy it. But one more complaint that I want to get out. You know what? No, we're gonna say something good about it. The art, absolutely fucking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And the way when I took my break from Dandan, I forgot how much I appreciated like just the characters and like the different types of powers and stuff. Because as much as I complained about, oh, now there's just random people going around stealing abilities, as much as I complained about that, this is very similar to like how in God of High School, homies, everybody just started getting borrowed powers and that just took over the world, where everybody now had a borrowed power. This is very similar and it's very fire. It is extremely fire, where we got random people, they like, he just going around passing out powers. No, forget God of High School. This is like JoJo's, with homie just whacking people with the stand arrow. That's way better. That is way better, because he's sitting there with the gym teacher. The plot of where I initially thought Glasses is gonna get revealed this easily, that can't be it, and it was not it. The gym teacher, filthy, nasty, very nasty individual. But that was a great arc. I'm not gonna lie. Enjoyed the fuck out of that. I enjoyed it. And with Shorty's abilities not just being able to control the pygmies, but the fact that she can control any little thing around the world, because it reflects her what's her name? It reflects her inner self, where she sees herself as someone small and unnoticed in the world around her. But the fact that she can acknowledge other little beings because she can relate to that. So now they listen to her. Cooking. Like, yo. I'm telling you, bro, Dandan is so great at just making an individual character, like making a side character, feel like a main character. They feel more main character like than Okura in them. Like, it's insane. And then they got their powers taken. Her and the idol. That would have been a duo. That was supposed to be a duo. Oh my god, I just remembered that. That was supposed to be a dynamic duo, bro. Fuck. The fact that she got her powers taken. And because I'm telling you, when I seen them using their powers in unison, when she hopped on that piano and Shorty started singing, I said, Kyrie and LeBron, Kevin Durant and Westbrook. This is a duo that will go far in the future. And I have confidence that they'll get their powers back. There's no way you just waste this type of generational talent. There's no way. There is no way. Because even them getting their powers took, it set a stake, but at the same time, it was like, it was so out of left field. You just gave them they shit. Like, you just gave us this meal. This is like a waiter pulling up on you and going to the next table. Like, yo, you just gave us this food. Why would you take it back? But it was good because it showed that they not playing no games when it comes to the fact that they are very willing to take away a main character's abilities. Nobody's off the table. Nobody is off the table. Because like I said, he made these characters feel like main characters. Bro now, Kenta, homie that can use the blocks and stuff. Oh wait, he don't got a yokai. No, he got supernatural abilities though. Him? But in a way, him getting his powers took is also kind of like weird because it's not that he has crazy psychic abilities. I think it's more like he's just very, very sporadic. He's just very flamboyant. And that's why he works in such a way. But yeah, nobody's off the table. Gigi, you might be. They took Momo's ability. That's how you know shit went right. They took Momo's ability. We gonna talk about that. But yeah, so in a way it's interesting, but at the same time it's like I'm waiting for things to ramp up. And when I say I'm waiting for things to ramp up, I mean I'm waiting for Okarun to lock in. Why is Brody walking around with this is so older like of him. You gotta make a rated R joke out of everything. You gave bro the lightsaber and it can't get up. You gave bro a lightsaber and he can't keep it up. Like, come on, bro. You so childish. He's so childish for this. I'm not gonna lie. But it's lame. There's no way we went from Turbo Granny Okarun hopping in power lines, popping out of power lines, bringing the lightning with him on some Gear 5 Luffy tactics. Boom. Get you one. Okarun. Bow. 2 feet on a nigga. There's no way we go from that to Luke Skywalker before the training. Make it make sense, yo. Not even Luke. Who's a trash Jedi? This is like, who is a trash Jedi? You know how I know? You know how I know I don't like a lot of Star Wars characters? I love Star Wars, the franchise, though. Don't get it twisted. You don't want that conversation with me. There's definitely trash Jedi in my mind, but I'm only thinking of the ones that I like. I will only ever think of the ones that I like. Them Inquisitors. There we go. Not the head ones. The lame ones. We know what I'm talking about. The Disney ones. There we go. But yeah. He can't even get the lightsaber up. And even when he do get the lightsaber up finally, it ain't it for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's not. It's not. I don't want my boy to be a swordsman. Not him. It doesn't fit him at all. It doesn't fit his character. He needs to be a yokai. He needs another yokai ability. If it's not Turbo Granny, we got introduced to 3 more, and I'm very interested in where that's going. Where when they took the abilities, when the smoke yokai took the abilities of the idol girl and Miss Piano, there was a random yokai in the bathroom that was just probably one of the strongest yokai we've seen so far in the story. Top 5. Just this little girl that just started flushing people. Can we give that to Okarun? I don't know. We gotta give that to somebody though. Maybe one of the girls. for a little minute, we gotta start giving out abilities again. We gotta start doing that again, because I don't know, it's interesting, but Ogren, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And there's kind of like hints, because they say that he's saying that he can't use Turbo Granny's abilities no more, but he's the liar. And I guess it plays a part in a way where nobody's gonna believe that he doesn't have the Turbo Granny abilities anymore, because he's saying he's the liar. That's his whole fairy tale that he represents. But it could also be a double entendre, like he's lying to himself, saying that he can't use any abilities anymore, when really he's on that. But I like how he's the liar, because he's also lying to himself about Momo's feelings, where Momo genuinely lost her memories. Oh, they was just about to say that they love each other. They was just about to tie the knot before all this happened. She was going to unshrink, come back to normal. He was going to confess, just for her to lose her fucking memories. This is unordinary webtoon reference. This is unordinary levels of blue balling. I'm not gonna say it. Just know I'm thinking it. Ooh, that just made me mad. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more. You know what? That is all I had to say. That's all I had to say. I'm mad now. I'm mad. I want to talk about something else. I'll talk about fairy tale or something in the next video. Y'all boys stay safe though. I'm out. I'm pissed off. Bye.